We went on a trip to Seattle and stayed with our friends Jane and Sam. Since they were both busy working, we knew we couldn't spend time with them until the weekend. So Joe and I decided to explore the city on our own. Now it's the weekend, so our friends decide to take us on a trip within our trip to Whidbey Island. It's located less than 2 hours away from their place, but it feels like an entirely different world. And now, our weekend trip begins.
You are the bestest friend that I have ever had. Oh, you love me when I'm angry, yes you do. You love me when I am mad.
We pack up the car and leave for Whidbey Island on Friday night. But first, we have to stop by Paseo to pick up some sandwiches. It's this small, easy-to-miss place with no sign, but it's busy and packed.
We're just eating this in the car, and Jane is holding my sandwich.
The sandwiches are really juicy and super messy, but the flavor is out of control. Everything from the marinated meat to the caramelized onions and the aioli is fantastic. Finally, we make it to the cabin late at night. We're staying at a place called Fire Hall for super cheap, thanks to Jane, who got a hookup and a discount from work.
Here's the kitchen, eating areas, and then there's bedrooms.
I could travel back 1,000 years.
The next morning, I sneak up on Jane and Sam cooking us breakfast.
You are the smartest man that I have.
As Jane and Sam are hustling like crazy to get breakfast on the table, I'm not too sure what Joe and I are doing.
Smart as you are. I must say, you are the bravest soul that I have ever known. After all, you're marrying me.
This is right here is Penn Cove Beach. We're gonna be harvesting clams and oysters and other shellfish. You're shellfish.
We're specifically on the hunt for mussels, oysters, and clams. But after digging around and wading in the water, there's not a clam in sight. Luckily, there's no shortage on mussels. They're everywhere. So we focus on gathering the mussels until we turn our attention to the oysters. According to one of the rules at Penn Cove, we have to remove the oyster from the shell and leave the shell behind.
What is it, Jane? You can explain why we do this.
I think because there's like baby oysters on the shell, so they want to preserve the resources.
I guess Seattle's good like that.
I finally get the hang of shucking oysters, so Jane and Joe decide to look for more. But then we spy Sam doing who knows what. So I enlist him to help me open the oysters.
Another one.
Ooh.
It's a little smaller.
But it's still good.
I could show you what I
Whoa! Dude, that's the jackpot, yo.
Good thing we filmed this one.
Dude, man, this is like a meal.
After a while, Joe, Sam, and I can't resist cracking one open and trying it on the beach.
Wow, one scoop. One shot.
The oysters are salty and briny, but sweet because they're so fresh. It's unreal. This is definitely an experience I won't forget. Joe acts as a good steward of our natural resources and throws all our shells back into the ocean. Back at the cabin, it's my turn to cook. Jane preps all the ingredients, I man the stove, and the boys give all the seafood a bath.
Still hold me tight, hold me tight. I wish I had a little song for you.
Once the mussels are open, the husbands take them out of the shells, and then we use it for our pasta.
And if I had a little tiny piece of you, well, just like that, all my wishes would.
We decide to leave the oysters raw and eat them in 2 different ways. 1 with just a squirt of lemon, and 2 wrapped with kimchi for a spicy kick.
How great the day would be.
Everyone tells me that the pasta is the bomb diggity, but I'm sure that the super fresh seafood has something to do with it.
The aftermath.
After our filling seafood lunch, we make our way to Whidbey's Green Bank farm.
When the day is done and I lay in bed, I think of all those silly things I said. When it comes to you and all that we do, I just don't know how much of it is true. But I knew my head, I thought I knew my heart. It's just sometimes I can't tell them apart.
As the sun starts to set, we make one more stop before heading back to cook dinner.
Start to dream, oh boy.
Sam and Jane take us on a quick hiking trail that leads us to the beach. We skip some stones, take some pictures, and then head back. Back at the cabin, Jane and I get a break while the husbands go outside in the freezing cold to grill some steaks. Sam and Jane prepared in advance some steaks marinated Korean galbi style.
What's this? Sam?
Galbi steaks.
Galbi steaks?
Yeah.
What did you marinate it in?
Galbi juice.
Nice!
Then we have a traditional Korean barbecue dinner.
I don't gotta care, but you made me laugh. Oh, you made me smile. You simply made me get lost for a while. And you wanna know.
The next morning, we pack up our stuff and leave. I can't believe our weekend trip is already over, but before we head back, Jane and Sam take us to one more hiking spot.
This is Deception Pass. This is the Narrows Bridge that goes across.
Don't be sad, I couldn't live without.
It's beautiful and cold.
You were the one.
When we get back into the city, we grab some pizza for lunch. It's a perfect way to end our trip.
But also a friend. And you made me sad till the tears couldn't fall.
Jane and Sam were the hosts with the most. They truly outdid themselves to make sure this trip was memorable for us. It was a jam-packed weekend, and it's really sad to say our goodbyes. That's it for our weekend trip to Whidbey Island. If you enjoyed this video, remember to push like, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.